What was your reaction to what we saw on the White House lawn?
Well, I
in this
completely
moment, if you wish to speak to it.
I do want to. I want to say something about the Michelle Obama piece in a second. But look, the president wanted to have a birthday party. He wanted to be the center of attention. He threw that birthday party. Why couldn't he have done it at Mar-a-Lago? Let's pretend that this is some sort of celebration of our country. And by the way, today he said he's going to have the celebration of July 4th will be the greatest Trump rally ever. Okay, this isn't all about Donald Trump. This is about our country, and it involves all of us and not just his supporters. He doesn't understand that. And I think that's what irks me. I have strong feelings about the White House and how it should be used and so on, but leave those aside. It's not about UFC fighting. I know a lot of people follow that. Do it somewhere else. Don't pretend that this is some sort of national celebration. As to the Michelle Obama comment, I agree with Kerry, and I agree with what Dana White said. How did he feel when the president posted depictions of the Obamas as apes? Mm-hmm. Okay, he is the one who is setting the tone here, and so let's call it for what it is. This is the president of the United States approach to political opponents, and everybody's following his cue.
Congressman McHenry, I have long been a patriotic person who has believed, and this is part of why I wanted to cover presidential politics, that the President of the United States is the president for all Americans, right? Whoever is in the Oval Office is there to be an advocate for everyone that lives in the country, to govern the country for everyone who's part of it, whether you agree with him or not. I found that premise very severely challenged on January 6th when we were all at the Capitol complex and there were assaults on the building and people breaking through the windows, and no one came for hours because the president was at the White House and he was doing nothing for hours. And I was a reporter, I was covering it, but also as an American, your president doesn't show up for you when something is potentially threatening what's going on. That was a point when I really questioned whether the president was a president for all Americans. I'm wondering if you think that the way that President Trump has conducted politics has made it impossible for him to host, and if he's hosting a Trump rally on July 4th, can all Americans celebrate that? Because we all should be able to celebrate our country.
They should turn off the TV and go celebrate and have a cookout and have a couple beers, right? And light some fireworks illegally or legally in your state. Like, just go be an American.
Right.
So
no, we should all celebrate the 4th. That's not my question. It's like, is the president celebrating the 4th for all Americans, as any president was historically obligated to do?
Was reelected 4 years later. And so there are a couple things that we should be super excited about. Coming to Washington, there is a great deal of 2 weeks of spectacle here in Washington, D.C., open to all Americans, regardless of political persuasion, has nothing to do with the president. You have Freedom 250, America 250, all raising money for the celebration of our 250th anniversary. It's not about the person of the president. It doesn't have to be about that. Last night,
except when the president says this is going to be a rally for me.
I think but that visual last night was extraordinary, except for those nasty comments about the former First Lady, which should not have been said. But overall, that spectacle made you proud to be an American, even if it's a little crass compared to John F. Kennedy hosting.
It's not just about the comment, and it's not just about the crassness. That is a preview of what we are going to see for the next 2 weeks. And a moment, and you and I are both born in 1976, and people around us remember the way the country was unified around the bicentennial.
I got a name out of it.
You got a name out of it. The difference is this is going to be Donald Trump's show in a way that is not unifying for Americans. This is the president putting his stamp on it, not for everybody.
I also think it was just, if you've seen Idiocracy, which is like a documentary at this point, with President Camacho, the literal wrestler who becomes a president, and they have these cage matches. It was a little close to home.
All right. Kerry Champion, thank you as always. Please do come back. I appreciate you very much. We'll be right back.